So last time we talked about pastime like what? Last summer, last night, last year. Okay, good. Last year. Last week, last month. Okay, so what about yesterday morning? But we can talk about this morning. Okay, or yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, or yesterday evening. Okay, so we talk about what? The past time. Last summer, okay, this morning, last night, last year, or yesterday morning, yesterday afternoon, yesterday evening. So we use what? We talk about the actions we did, okay, so we use what? Use VED words. We use VED words, okay, so like last time we talked about played. Okay, so use the time. Last week, so I played something last week. But today we don't talk about the words. We write VED words after that. No, okay, we use what? Different ways to talk about the things we did last week. Okay, so we talk about set up the tent. Okay, so we talk about the things we did like last week. We use what? Set. Okay, we won't write VED words. So I set up the tent last week. Okay, we won't write VED words after that. Okay, I set up the tent last week. Girl, I set up the tent last week. She set up the tent last week. And what about yesterday? Yesterday, okay, yes. So she set up the tent yesterday. Good. But we still talk about the past time, so we use the set up. We won't change the words. Okay, so we talk about this one. We talk about read a magazine. Say read magazine about last week. Okay. So when we talk about read magazine, we used READ again, but we used a different sound. Okay, like read. We use read, okay? Same spelling, but different sound, like red, like color red. Like color red. So I read a magazine, say I read a magazine yesterday. Go. I read a magazine yesterday about your mom. My mom read a magazine yesterday. Go. My brother. And last week, my brother read a magazine last week. What about my teacher? My teacher read a magazine last week. Good. Okay. Nice. So it's read. We use the same word but different sound. Okay. Cool. So we want to say read a magazine. When we talk about the past time. Okay. Something you did during the past time. Okay, go. We talk about fly, the word fly. Okay, use the oo sound. Fly is the words, the basic form of fly. But we talked about last week, we won't use fly, we use what? Flew. Okay? So we talk about fly a kite, we say flew a kite. Flew a kite. Say, you want to say fly flew. Okay, say flew a kite. Go. I flew a kite last week. Go. I flew a kite last week. I flew a kite last week. I flew a kite last week. Want to spell kite? I flew a kite last week. Quite good. I flew a kite last week. So we talk about fly during the time now, okay? But to talk about past time, we use flew. Okay, say F-L-E-W, fly flew. Okay, say flew. I flew a kite yesterday. She, last month, go. She flew a kite last month. What about my father? My father flew kites yesterday. Go. Say, come on, say flew kite. Flew kite, okay? Spell flew, F-L-E-W, kite. Okay. We talk about draw, okay? How to spell draw? Say D-R-A-W. Draw a picture. How to spell picture? P-I-C-T-U-R-E, okay? But we talk about last week, like I drew a picture. No, we don't use I draw a picture in the past time. No. We change the word because we use the oo sound, like D-R-D-W. Okay? Okay, so I write, drew, like spell again, say D-R-D-W. I drew a picture, go. I drew a picture last week. I drew a picture last week. Okay, what about she? She drew a picture yesterday. Go. My mom, last week. Go. My mom drew a picture last month. A driver drew a picture last year. Okay? Yes. Come on, say, drew a picture, spell drew, D-R-E-W. A picture, M-P-I-C-T-U-R-E. Okay, yes. And we say, catch. Say, catch butterflies, spell catch. C-A-T and C-H. What about butterflies? B-U-T-T-E-R, flies. E-S. Say, I catch butterflies. But we talk about last week or yesterday, the past time, we won't use catch. And we won't use the ET words. We say what's different way. Okay. Say A-U-R-G-H. No sound. Say A-U-G-H and T. Okay. Say cuts. Cuts. Okay. I'll put here. So spell one more time. Say cuts. C. What about R? Say A-U and G-H. And T, say, I caught butterflies. I caught butterflies. I caught butterflies. Come on, use. She, last month, go. She caught butterflies last month. We, and last summer, we caught butterflies last summer. What about, your teachers, what about last Christmas? Your teachers caught butterflies last Christmas, okay? So spell caught, C, and what about O, the A-U, and G-H-G, and then butter, B-U-T-T-R, and flies. So what's the action? Say, buy some bread. Buy some bread. We talk about, yes, last summer, okay, past tense, okay? So, we spell buy some bread. Spell buy, B-U-Y, some, S-O-M-E, bread, B-R-E-A-D. Okay, so we talk about past month, last summer. Can we still use buy or buy plus ed? No, we have different words like you say what? Say bought. Okay, the same all but different words like B-O-U-R-N-G-S-T. Say B-O-U-G-S-T, bought, go. B-O-U-G-S-T, bought. Okay, say bought some bread. Bought some bread, write it again, okay? Like I bought one more time, say spell bought. B-O-U-G-S-T and some, and bread, spell bread, B-R-E-A-D, and last summer. Okay, good. So I bought some bread last summer. What about they? And last year, okay? They bought some bread last year. What about you? You bought some bread, okay? Last summer. What about your brother? Last year, your brother bought some bread last year. Okay? Come on, say bought. How to spell bought? Say buy bought. Buy bought. Okay? How to spell bought? B-O-U-G-S-G, and some, S-O-M-E, and bread, B-R-E-A-D, okay? The summer. Okay? Say buy bought for some bread. So set up the tent. What about the pastime words? So set, S-E-T, the same words. What about this one? So fly, flew, spell flew, F-L-E-W. Kites, fly kites, or flew kites, used a different time, past time. And drew, spell drew, D-R-E-W, okay? And read, the same words. And catch caught, say C. How to spell caught? Say C-A-U-G-S-T, caught, okay? And buy bought. Okay?